Hi guys, welcome to today's video. So a common doubt that you guys might be having will be, I can read English well, I can also write in English, then why the hell can't I speak in English? Why do I stutter while talking in English? Why can't I find the right words? Why does my mind go blank all of a sudden when I'm talking in English? So today I'll be discussing this and I'll be giving you 5 tips on how to speak fluently and confidently in English. Now, before we go into English language, let's talk about how you learn to speak in your mother tongue, whether that is Hindi, Tamil, Malayalam, Kannada or any other language. By the way guys, just let me know in the comments below where you are from and what your mother tongue is so that I can get to know you guys a little bit better. Did you start speaking in your mother tongue after you started spelling your letters or reading your letters or words or sentences? No, right? You started speaking much before that, right from when you were maybe 1 year or so as a baby. So how did you do that? How did a baby like you start to speak in your mother tongue without knowing any letters or without knowing how to read or write? It's quite simple. You listen to your parents speaking in your mother tongue and also you listen to all the people surrounding you speaking in your mother tongue. That's how you also started speaking in your language. So that's what I want you to do first. The first step is to listen to a lot of English. You can do this by various means. You can either watch an English movie, listen to the radio, listen to news and so on. So the first step towards learning to speak in English is to listen to a lot of English content in your daily life. Now, do you remember how when you were a child, your mother used to repeat certain words to you so that you speak back to her? How did you do that? You try to imitate her. Probably most of her first words might have been ma or amma or ba or papa, right? So we try to imitate the sound of her voice, or we try to imitate the sound or word that she is trying to pronounce. That is the second step that I want you to do as well, to imitate certain sentences and words. And again, this is quite simple. You can listen to your favorite actors movie dialogue in English and try to imitate them, or you can listen to your favorite English song and try to imitate it. For example, like baby, 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 oh, like baby, 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 oh, right? So imitation is the next step towards learning how to speak fluently in English. This is because we as humans have a tendency to imitate, and we learn things through imitation. We have been doing it right from our childhood. So why not now when we try to learn how to speak in English as well? Now that you have started listening to a lot of English content, the next step that you might have done might have been imitating the words and sentences. Now what you have to go to do is repeatedly use these words and sentences in your daily life. Now, for instance, while we were in school or college, we learned something for one day and by the next day we forgot it, right? And by the next week or by the next month, we might not even remember what we learned. So unless and until you start using all these sentences and words that you learned on a regular basis and make it a habit to repeatedly practice it and speak to yourself, you won't be able to improve your language. So that is the next step, that is repeatedly use these words and sentences in your daily life to gain that confidence to the next level. Now, what is the purpose of you learning how to speak in English fluently? So we might all have different goals, right? For some, it might be to improve your performance in an interview. For some, it might be to go and study abroad. For others, it might be to have that confidence when it comes to speaking in front of your friends or colleagues. Right? So unless and until you start speaking in English, in simple English, you won't be able to improve your fluency. So from today onwards, try to speak at least one simple sentence to a friend of yours, or to a family member of yours, or to a colleague with whom you are comfortable with, and also who is very supportive and non-judgmental. For example, you can speak in simple sentences like, while talking to a friend or a colleague, you can ask, "Can I please borrow your pen?" Or when talking to your husband or wife, you can ask, "Can you please help me in the kitchen?" Or while talking simply to a friend, you can say, "I'm feeling extremely happy today." So these are some simple sentences that you can use in speaking to your friend or family or colleague on a daily basis. Slowly increase the number of these sentences and you will gain that confidence that eventually you can fluently speak in English. But unless and until you start taking the action to at least speak in one simple sentence every single day, you won't be able to improve. So speaking at least one single sentence to a friend or a family member is very important in developing your communication skill. Now comes the most important step when it comes to English communication. Even if you know the first 4 steps, if you don't know this step, then you won't be able to improve. That is having a positive attitude towards learning English language. More often than not, I see a lot of people saying to themselves, "I'm not good at English. English is very difficult for me. I don't know any grammar. How can I speak? My vocabulary is very poor. I can't speak." But remember that once you start speaking, you will improve eventually. But unless and until you see this English learning as a positive growth in your life and try putting in the effort and working towards it, you will never be able to learn the grasp of the language. So that is the step that I want you to remember. That is, have a positive attitude and mindset towards learning English language, and always remember that you can do it, and always tell yourself that I can speak in English fluently and confidently if I put in the effort. To sum it all up, the 5 steps to improve your English language fluency and communication skills are: first, you got to listen to a lot of English content. Second, you have to imitate English speakers or people who speak in English. Third, you have to repeatedly use words and sentences in your daily life. Fourth, you have to speak at least one simple sentence to one person to gain that confidence to improve your language. And fifth, you got to better your mindset and attitude towards English and believe that you can definitely learn to speak in English within a short time. Now guys, if you find these tips to be quite useful and informative to you, consider pressing that subscribe button as well as pressing on the like button, and don't forget to comment your difficulties about English language so that I can clarify it in the coming videos. Thank you guys for staying with me until now. So until we meet in the next video, bye bye.